Hey Geek, so let's talk about something that I think all Blu-ray collectors can relate with, and it's something that can actually become a big problem. And this issue is 4K. Specifically, is 4K worth it? Because for a lot of us out there, we're probably just getting the standard Blu-rays whenever we were starting out, but then later you see the 4K version of it, and now you're thinking, wow, should I buy this 4K version and have both? Or should I just hold off and stick with the Blu-ray, or maybe save up for the 4K only? Well, the thing is, the answer, I don't think it's as clear-cut and as simple as people might think, because a lot of people might think, yeah, just get the 4K. But I would say it depends. So let's start off with the first and most obvious thing. If you are buying the 4K version, typically it's going to cost more than the Blu-ray version, especially if it's some type of special edition like this one of Army of Darkness. This is a steelbook, 4K Ultra HD, and it also has many special features. And honestly, it just looks so much better than the standard Blu-ray, and it could also have many other features that the standard Blu-ray might not have, but this one's definitely more expensive. So this one was a little over $20, and this one right here was about $9 if I remember correctly. So that is a big difference. And most of the times whenever you buy the 4K, you'll also get a Blu-ray version as well. So this really makes it tough, because if you are somebody who's starting on a budget, that's going to be your first consideration, is how much things cost. And then the other thing that I think people have to consider is, how important is this movie or show to you? Because if you're somebody who absolutely loves something like Army of Darkness, then more than likely you probably will pick up the 4K version because you want it to be in the quote-unquote best version available. And this is where we get into the whole idea of quality, because just because something is 4K doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. And the reason I say that is because the most important thing is how the movie is mastered or remastered. For example, you could get something like The Fifth Element right here in 4K, but there's many different versions of this. And even when you get just a standard Blu-ray, it could look outstanding depending upon who is actually doing it. And a great example of this is this company right here, Arrow Video. This is their standard Blu-ray. This is their standard Blu-ray. There's 4K options for both, but let me tell you, Arrow Video is at the top of their game when it comes to producing really, really high quality transfers, and they give you a ton of features. And whenever I watch this, there's really never a point where I'm looking at this and saying, man, this could look better. And for most Blu-rays that I have, I'm simply blown away at the overall video quality. And at the same time, if there's something that you really love with a Blu-ray edition like this one, this is the bonus edition. I think it's a Walmart exclusive steelbook. And so this is currently not available in 4K. And so this is a lot of things to consider, because you actually have to look at whether or not this is valuable enough for you to get a 4K, and also who's actually doing the remastering or transfers. Because I could tell you a lot of these 4Ks, of course, if I had a choice, it would be awesome. But at the same time, some of these 4K remasters actually look worse than the Blu-ray, depending upon how they did it. And then for some things like this, where it's just simply the Blu-ray, but I have all 5 films, this is gonna cost way less. And even though I do love Rambo, I'm definitely okay with getting on Blu-ray, and the quality here is still pretty spectacular in my opinion. And then over time, you're definitely going to continually run into this, where should I get the 4K or the Blu-ray? And I always go back to your own choices and what's valuable to you, because even with the standard Blu-ray, it's still going to look pretty spectacular for most people out there. And then the final element that I don't think people really talk about all the time is the simple fact that even if you get the 4K with the highest quality possible, can you actually get the best out of that? For example, I currently do not have a television. I have my computer set up right here, I have my monitor, and I also have a small projector as well, and they're definitely not at the highest quality. And I currently don't have an awesome surround sound system. I basically just have this one speaker here or the speakers coming out of my projector. So there's a long way for me to go to actually get the best out of these 4K videos and all the sound and music that they have in here. So even if I had the quote unquote highest quality possible, I really wouldn't be able to take advantage of it. And when I'm watching something like this on a computer monitor, honestly, I really can't tell the difference. And that's basically the last part of it. Most people aren't going to be able to tell a significant difference between a well-mastered Blu-ray versus their 4K counterpart. And if you are somebody who is really intent on getting the best quality possible, you are a videophile, you look at every single detail, then more than likely you already have a really awesome home theater system with a beautiful screen and a wonderful surround sound. And so that is not me. So I kind of go back to what I said earlier. Should you get 4K? Does it matter? Well, it depends. And for most people out there, I kind of say that Blu-ray, in my opinion, just standard Blu-ray is more than good enough for most people. And at least for me, if I am going to pick up the 4K version of a movie, such as Army of Darkness or Transformers the movie, it's pretty much going to have to be movies that I really, really want. Or if they're on sale, then of course, I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. So those are my thoughts on whether or not you should get 4K or if it's worth it. And in the end, whatever you choose, I really feel that you can't go wrong, especially as a Blu-ray collector. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below, and I'll see you on another episode. Hey geeks, if you are a brand new creator and you simply want something easy to get you started, well, I got something for you with my Creator Starter Kit. This is a super simple step-by-step guide that's going to take you from having no channel to developing your very first YouTube channel, along with ideas, thumbnail designs, and other creator tips, including marketing. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and get started creating.